Can't get enough. You just play it throughout the whole show.
Dip.
Wow. That's so good. That makes oh, my God. And people, I know, hopefully you're driving carefully. I understand we are all idiots. I understand we're juvenile. That's just funny. I can't help it. I am requesting that top of every hour, Rico. I need more of that today.
Done. Roberto?
That is superb.
Maybe he'll get an email today.
Just nope.
Whoa. Hold on now. Well, we got a little snow day going on, so that's an inside bit. Now, what am I missing?
I'll pass that along to you a little later.
Check your email.
Why don't you pass that along to me in a break? Because that sounds like a little bit like radio for two, shall we?
For 5, but yes, it is.
Okay, noted. I'll talk to you guys during the break about what the hell I'm missing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get to the Lions, 3 o'clock. We're going to do another one of these 2-segment opens, though, and I want to have a little fun. And none of this requires you to talk about whether you like the person. None of it requires you to talk about what they should do. None of it requires you to talk about hypotheticals, scandals, innocence, guilt. None of it. None of it. I am simply going to ask you right here, right now, if you got one chip left, you're leaving the casino. Yeah, one black chip. Where are you placing it? And here are your odds, because I have a feeling we could see an announcement by tomorrow. And I'm asking you, where will Jim Harbaugh coach next year? You're up to the minute betting odds. The LA Chargers are minus 150 to land Jim Harbaugh. Not coaching in the NFL, even money. The Field, a.k.a. any other NFL team, plus 1,000. Where are you placing your chips? We're not talking about honesty or dishonesty. We're not talking about immunity, investigations, what you want him to do, what he should do. No, none of it. I'm asking you right now. You got one bet to place between being homeless or being able to get yourselves to a flop house motel. All right? Where are we going with this? Because the Chargers have stormed to the lead. It sounds like the only NFL job he wants that would be acceptable to the family, that would be acceptable to him, a.k.a. I have a quarterback, would be the Chargers. The Chargers, it's also interesting, by the way, Rico, I'll add a little tidbit for you. Mm-hmm. Seemingly all the GM candidates they're interviewing by one way or another have a tie to Jim Harbaugh. So Chargers minus 150, any not coaching in the NFL, even money, or the Field plus 1,000. I want to throw the number out. We'll have a little fun here for a couple of segments. I do think you could see an announcement tomorrow. Reading the tea leaves a little bit. 248-539-9797. Rico is ready. I'm doing this for you. Shout out Scott Frost. Is this the year Jim Harbaugh goes to the NFL?
Everything lines up and says, yes, Mike. I want to say yes, it is, but I've been burned by this before where he does all this pomp and circumstance, puts the smoke out there, goes and orders the burger in the lobby of the Minnesota hotel, and in the end, he's back at Michigan. I think part of him wants, even though he's won the national title, he needs to go out on his terms. And by his terms means I can't go out with a cloud over my head. I got to come back and show that it works. But everything lines up and says he's leaving. JJ, gone. I'm going to the NFL. Him hiring an agent, man, it's almost like picking against them against Ohio State. I kept picking the Buckeyes until I'm like, you know what? I can't do that anymore. But, yeah, I do think that him hiring the agent and JJ leaving, he's going to the NFL.
All right. David, you're our resident Wolverine. And by the way, if he leaves, I'll bet you $1 if you'd like to take some money. He's taking Minner with him. But go ahead. David, you're a Wolverine. This isn't about what you want. This isn't about this is all about if I forced you to bet on this. Chargers are now minus 150, not being in the NFL's even money, or you can have any other NFL job opening plus 1,000. Where are you putting your money?
Man, I'm so with Rico. It's like every year the
He does this.
flirtation, and then I'm back. I
Asking for immunity, like everything he's done does not make sense. Everything he's done makes it seem like I'm leaving, but then he's weird, and he does this. I'm sorry, David. I did not mean to interrupt.
But you're saying exactly what I want to say. So
all right, we have no need for David to speak.
To,
Rico is playing David in the biopic.
I guess I have to lean where the odds are telling me, and I have to go Chargers.
No, you don't have to
but
do
it's even
nothing.
Money.
You can act like a man. If you don't believe it, if you believe he's the boy who cried wolf, if you believe Santa Ono will allow him to kill someone and bury the body, say you want to bet the even money. You don't have to do nothing, David.
All right. Yes, I do believe that he's doing this as leverage again to get another contract for Michigan the way he wants it. So, yes, I'm going even money. Yeah.
See, now we're getting to the honesty. Good. Can we go to Kenneth Cott? Kenny, I know you don't give a rip. You're still upset Georgia didn't get it done. But you're an outside observer. You've worked with us for years. You've gone through multiple Jim Harbaugh offseason carousels. You know the odds. Kenny Cott, you like to bet a little bit. I don't know what's left in the account after that disastrous hockey night you had 2 nights ago. But talk to me. Throw a few clamshells down here. Harbaugh to the Chargers, minus 150. Harbaugh not in the NFL, plus 100, even money. Or no, boys, you're missing it. Dark horse team, plus 1,000.
The more I think about it, the more I think I'm with these guys. I think I'm the even money in the middle type of deal. I think he's staying. And it's primarily because we've seen him do this every offseason for the last how many years now? And there's always been smoke coming out of the NFL, who I'm interviewing over here. I'm talking to these guys, and it never has amounted to anything. I don't think it will. I think he's staying. I'll take the even money.
Well, I'm going to have to be the lone wolf.
Oh, no.
Because I have said this. You did say Chargers.
Yes, okay. I would say everything lines up, and I feel bad by saying this because I feel like I'm falling for the banana in the tailpipe. But yes.
I just feel like, unfortunately, I don't think going back to Michigan's a real option. Look, let's really think about this now. The NCAA wants him. If he's gone from U of M, most of the NCAA's interest probably fades. The damage is already done. You're Kansas basketball. But reality is, I don't think he'd be eligible to coach next year. Michigan can't grant him immunity from the NCAA. They can't. You don't have that power. Just like the NCAA doesn't have the power to take away a CFP title. It's their event. The NCAA doesn't have that purview. Rico, I've said to you now since the beginning, now that there are 2 investigations, both involving level 1 violations, he won't be available to coach next year. So I just don't think going back is a real option. Henceforth, you ask for immunity, a.k.a. I'm going to get in some ish, but you can't fire me. Meaning, even if I don't coach next year, you're going to pay my ass. And I'll go up in my seats and chew my tobacco, and I'm still going to be the coach. That wild request, I think it comes for a reason. I don't think it's ego or hubris. I think it would be about the only way I could go back is if I'm granted it. Oh, by the way, the only other coach who's ever asked for anything similar, you guessed it, the biggest scumbag in college basketball, dollar bill self. So congrats, you're having dinner together. I actually think he's leaving. I think he's going to the Chargers.
You think it could be as soon as this week or next week?
I do. Yeah, and again, just because you hear stuff doesn't mean it's true. I'm not Adam Schefter. I'm not trying to break news. Hell, I'd love to have it for radio purposes. A little fun on a Friday as we head into the Lions playoff game. I think he's actually going. He's got Herbert, California roots, right? And again, if he don't take it now, he's never going to take it.
Yeah, the fact that he hired the agent is the agent, JJ leaving and asking for immunity. All things, it's like shaking the magic 8-ball. All things lead to San Diego. Him saying
it points to L.A. So
yeah, L.A.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Now again, I'm going to say it to you. Please focus on the question. You could say he's staying. No problem. You could say he's going. This is not about what you want. This is about what you believe is happening. We'll do a couple segments on it, have a good time with it, get to a football today. I have got a Lions playoff edition of Deal Breakers. Going to get to it at 4. We are going to get to the Lions at 3 o'clock because we have to do something. We're asking your permission to do it. Is it appropriate for this radio show, on behalf of the fan base, to move the goalposts? We're going to get to that at 3 o'clock. A loaded show on a snowy Thursday. What did I miss? Johnny, what's yours? 248-539-9797. Let's get to your calls next.